Hey guys, hope you're doing great. Today, PlayStation announced the PlayStation 5 Pro, and I was able to live stream it with some of the audience on twitch.tv/EPN. So I've got a little bit of that for you, plus some thoughts about the whole reveal. And it all kicked off with Mark Cerny stepping up to tell us a little bit about how PlayStation has done so far and some of the goals for PS5 Pro. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny. I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology. But first, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience. PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore. A custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
You okay? I'm working on it!
The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second. Players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. First, we made the GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. We made major upgrades to the ray tracing. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro. It has huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second. Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier. On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay.
This is kind of tough that they're showing it with old games, right?
As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects.
What is happening?
As well as to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
I mean, all of this looked amazing on PS5.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well, particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference, allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second.
Okay, that's pretty cool. You can see the reflection of the car on the car.
Big wins for Hogwarts Legacy, allowing not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows. I hope you've enjoyed this run-through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family.
Okay.
Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
Okay, well here it is. So I have a bet going with, pizza bet going with Greg Miller, that we're gonna see this in Astrobot as soon as today.
Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
Guys, I don't know, man. Like, all of these games took my breath away already on the PlayStation 5.
All in there.
The PS5 Pro does look pretty damn good, though. Like the console itself. Ah, come on, Sony, give us something new. Show us something. Show us Wolverine. Oh, John Yumtop, you are the best. Thank you so much to you and to all of my subscribers that are watching right now. You guys rock. This is very loud in my ears, so I'm sorry if I'm yelling. Yeah, I don't know, man. November 7th. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know, man. I don't know. That may be the least, I don't know, provocative, exciting reveal for a console I've ever seen. I mean, I want the machine. I know it's going to be better, but I've played every single one of those games, and none of those games on PlayStation 5 I was going, man, I wish this looked better. None of them. They all looked awesome on the PlayStation 5. They all did. I cannot believe The Last of Us Part 2 was even shown. I mean, I love that freaking game. It's gorgeous. And it was a big improvement from PS4 to PS4 Pro. What? I don't know, man. I don't, like... I know there's going to be some super powerful juice in this machine, but no Grand Theft Auto 6? No Wolverine? I mean, nothing that we could kind of show off that this is the next step? It's crazy. Unexciting, Soul Fighter T says, I'm going to stick to the OG PS5. $700 to get 60 frames per second from John Yomtov. I only play Call of Duty, so I think I will pass on PS5 Pro. Waiting to see how Grand Theft Auto 6 will play on the PS5 Pro. Starlad9 says, good gods, $950 Canadian. Wow! I have a PS4, still good with that. Switch 2, Taco Goon says. Sigmund Fred says, I still can't find huge differences in image quality between fidelity and performance. The change in frame rates per second does make a huge difference. Thunderpin 956 says $950 hard pass, $950 Canadian. I guess that's the Canadian price that's getting out there right now. This was billed as a tech demo, so I got what I expected, Darth Taz says. Polybwog's voice says, an incremental upgrade. How does it stack up to my Series X? Mondo Blasto just got here. That was it. It was like, how short was that? That was like literally 8 minutes or something like that. Asa Bro says, great for people who don't already have a PS5. Pointless for us current PS5 owners. DJ Spy Guy says, I'm happy with my PS5 already. I mean, the games look fantastic. They sure did. But you know, what's crazy is they look terrific on PS5 when you're playing them and you get lost in a lot of those details, but then you reflect on those games after you complete them. And yes, we're in rarefied air if we had a chance to play all of that stuff. I'm lucky that I have been able to, and I know lots of people that don't have a PS5 or just got one not too long ago. They don't have the time or the access to all of the content that's out there. But for me, I played all of those games, and they all sit in my memory as beatific experiences. And to see them up-rendered or, you know, upscaled, up-resed, whatever they were doing, the AI work there, they looked prettier, but I don't know if they looked prettier than what was already in my imagination. Oh, first-time chatter, we've got Bromo Sapiens says, so it's just a PS5 with, like, Tensor Core DLSS-type functions, that's it? It has more teraflops. They didn't talk about the storage capacity, and you know, if you're spending $950 Canadian, 800, what is it? Is it 800 American or 700 American? And this is for the digital one too, right? It's not for the one with a disk drive. Switch 2 will not match the power, but I can guarantee you the reveal will be 10 times more exciting than this. Yeah, that was really, I mean, the PS4 Pro reveal I thought was a way cooler reveal than the PS5 Pro reveal. Got me way more excited. I don't know, I felt like there was a lot more justification. Noya 877, for that price, just get a PC. I mean, that's what this is edging closer and closer to being, is a gaming PC. It's time for me to upgrade my device, and I was just looking, and sure, I'd love to have the like a 4090, but I just can't justify spending $4,000 or whatever the top end, but there's lots of decent gaming PCs in that $1,000 or $1,200 to $2,000 points. And the PS5 Pro is kind of edging into that category, you know? Asa Bro says, my Steam Deck is your PC. And that's the other thing, too, right? Imagine how exciting this would be if this PS5 Pro announcement was really a PSP 2 announcement today, which I think is what the market is kind of savoring, you know? Like, there's so many handheld options out there, but nothing from PlayStation and nothing from Xbox yet. PS5 Pro will include a 2 terabyte SSD. Okay, thank goodness. And it doesn't come with a disk drive for $700. You can't play any physical media on there. No Ultra HD Blu-rays or Blu-rays. That's a lot of money, man. Wow, I literally just bought a Steam Deck OLED and I'm not regretting it now. Papoose123 says, you know what, you guys, I've never seen, in my whole career of covering the video game industry, I've never seen such a clear battle between PC playing and console playing as right now, especially with PlayStation publishing to PC. You know, it's taking a little while longer for those games to hit the PC, but good Lord, that was crazy. I cannot believe they showed the PS5 Pro without showing something new. What the hell? Not one new freaking game. I cannot believe it. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. I'm sure the console's going to be amazing, and I'm going to be... I have to get one. I have to talk about it. I have to show it off and review it and play stuff on it. And I'm excited to do that. I am. And most of my gaming is digital. Listen to me. I'm trying to justify it in my own mind. I cannot believe they didn't show anything new. I cannot freaking believe it. All right, let's vote on this. What do you guys think? Are you going to pick this thing up? Is the PS5 Pro exciting to you? And you know what? I'm going to post this on YouTube, so even if you didn't watch the live, you should follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/EPN. We do stream events like the PS5 Showcase Live. Let me know if you are picking this up. Let me know in the chat. I'll read a few of your messages right now. Are you going to get the PS5 Pro? Thunderpin56 says, Vic, that $950 is before tax. ... several dots. I like the PS5 Pro, but that Canadian price tag just kills it for me. Dolia says, I won't be picking it up. Taco Goon says, whatever GTA 6 looks pretty on. Still, though. Starlad says, about $1,073.50 with tax, depending on province. Starlad says that about the Canadian pricing. That is easily the most expensive video game console in the history of the medium in Canada. Maybe the 3DO or the Neo Geo back in the day. Well, it's up there. It's up there as one of the most expensive game consoles ever released in our country. Original Spoon has subscribed for 35 months. You are my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Jaguar was pretty expensive too. I got one of those when it launched, Thunderpin56. I wouldn't have got one of those if it was $1,000. But, you know, inflation. I mean, Jesus, these consoles are becoming gaming PCs. That's really it, isn't it? That's the lesson that we're learning today. I'm curious if it'll fix the visual problems people reported with Black Myth Wukong. Machine Gun Funk 89 says it's a no from me. I'm saving up for the Switch 2. A lot of Switch 2 talk in this PS5 Pro stream. Julius the Wolf, $950 plus tax in BC, $1,063.99. That'll be the price that I'll be ended up paying for it. To be fair, phone prices are up there too, and a PS5 isn't as losable, Mondo Blasto says. Might the regular PS5 get a price drop? I don't know, man. I think that the companies are still kind of reeling from all of the parts issues that happened during the pandemic. I think that there is still a lot of making up. And that might be why that price is what it's set at right now. Wheelman1984 says, I would only get a PS5 for exclusive games like Spider-Man 2 or Astrobot. I'd like to try them, but not sure it's worth the investment long term. Well, and the reality is likely, Spider-Man 2, I can almost assure you, will come to the PC soon. And Astrobot, even though it's like a PlayStation celebration, PlayStation's on PC. Astrobot, I think, is going to come to the PC as well. Over $1,000 Canadian with taxes. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. Hot Rod 245 says that is a pricey piece of machinery, and they didn't show us anything new. I mean, that's what I keep coming back to. It's like they dropped the release date, they dropped the price, they dropped the look, the specs, all of it. but no like new games running on it. Like, play Spider-Man 2 again. It's gonna be awesome on that. That'll be my third or fourth time playing Spider-Man 2. You should have shown us Wolverine, guys. Or some new DLC for Spider-Man 2 that just takes full advantage of, you know, something that just shows us something amazing on the PS5 Pro. I know that's coming. We all know that's coming. That power is not going to sit there idle, and, you know, being able to play existing software in better fidelity. I mean, truthfully, the thing that impressed me the most was the ray tracing reflections of the cars in Gran Turismo 7. But I'm a reviewer, and I'm constantly having to engage with whatever is coming out. I have very little time to go back into my archive, my library, and play stuff that came out a year ago. Woe is me. Woe is me. I get to play all the new stuff. Excited to see what this thing can do. We got a taste of what it can do with existing stuff, but I think the core of it is that existing stuff is in my memory, and it's already glorious in my memory. And I don't know if what I saw on screen is better than what those games, how those games exist in my mind right now. But I'm going to wrap it up there, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me live on twitch.tv/EPN. And thank you for your comments below on our YouTube channel. Are you picking up the PS5 Pro? What did you think? Let me know. Thank you. We'll see you soon. And until then, play forever.